What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the voting process on Part 1, the physical infrastructure package, which has a deal between the Republicans and the Democrats. And then they will go to Part 2, the largest stimulus package yet, the largest stimulus package ever, which they will immediately then go on to next. Yeah, Bernie Sanders and who is the Senate Budget Chairman and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says they will then immediately start voting on the next parts, or the next package, I should say, Part 2, the next stimulus package, also known as the American Families Plan, which has been announced by the Democrats at $3.5 trillion. And we will then see what's in this package, what kind of stimulus checks are going to be in there, adult tax credits, aka checks, child tax credits, aka checks. Remember, those child tax credit checks end at the end of this year. They will only pass for this 1 year. Those $250 to $300 checks, or $3,000 to $3,600 per year, those only go until this 1 year. We're going to hear directly from the Senate floor on the voting process. A crucial vote just happened again. We're going to see and hear from the Senate, as well as see what the next process is. And you're going to hear directly from the senators, so you know everything is true. Also on the show, we discuss what is going on with our country and what is going on in Washington, D.C. So if you're new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe down below. And remember that new videos come out here on our channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to hit the like button, and let's jump right in. Okay, first up, a crazy story, as you can see here from Forbes. Coming soon for the unvaccinated, a potential $50 monthly paycheck deduction from your employer. Yeah, from Forbes. Yep. If you're not vaccinated, you could potentially be getting a $50 monthly paycheck deduction for not being vaccinated. Yeah. It's crazy times out here, man. We have over 100,000 people testing positive daily, every single day with the new Delta variant, and they're starting to up the ante here. It's getting crazy. Check this out. Employers are beginning to tack on a special surcharge of anywhere from $20 to $50 a month to their unvaccinated workers, according to one of the nation's largest benefits consultancies. Yeah. To date, employers have offered gift cards, a day off from work, cash, and other financial incentives to convince their workers to get vaccinated against the virus. But the carrot approach is about to be joined by a stick that could cost employees up to $50 a month, according to Mercer, the large employee benefits consultancy that works with thousands of employers across the world. Quote, employers have tried encouraging employees to get vaccinated through offering incentives like paid time off and cash. But with the Delta variant driving up infections and hospitalizations throughout the country, at the same time that vaccination rates have stalled. We have received inquiries from at least 20 employers that have, over the past few weeks, who are giving consideration to adding health coverage surcharges for the unvaccinated as a way to drive up vaccination rates in the workforce. According to Wade Simons, Mercer's regulatory resource group leader. Mercer isn't disclosing the name of companies working on the surcharges yet, but said the amount of the surcharges being discussed with these employers is akin to $20 to $50 per month and is similar to companies that already charge workers who smoke. Yeah, and that's not all. This past week, a few big-name employers, including Google and Facebook, announced plans to require all employees to get vaccinated before returning to the office. Now, Dr. Fauci is hopeful that the vaccines will get full approval by the FDA within a few weeks, possibly by Labor Day, which is less than a month away. Now, the FDA has given it emergency use approval at this point, and when it gets full FDA approval, I think that we will see even more vaccine mandates by employers and even more by the government in certain circumstances, even more going forward. Dr. Fauci says that some groups of people, more going forward, will likely need booster shots, aka a third shot, or possibly a yearly shot going forward. And especially as new variants kind of pop up with the Delta variant and the new Lambda variant, that there could be a yearly shot going forward, similar to the flu shot that kind of comes out every year. And we are starting to see more and more vaccine mandates kind of being announced almost on a daily basis, like the Google and Facebook one that was just announced for employees of those companies. As you can see here, New York City this week became the first city or the first locality to require proof of at least one vaccine dose for anybody who wants to participate in indoor activities such as dining in a restaurant or working out in a gym or attending a theater performance. So yes, New York City has announced that this week that you must show proof of at least one vaccine dose to literally go to a restaurant in New York City, aka a vaccine mandate. This policy from Mayor Bill de Blasio came just one day after he mandated that all city employees and contractors get vaccinated or face weekly testing or other vaccine restrictions. Maryland and Virginia both also announced on Thursday that shots will soon be mandatory for any state worker who doesn't want to undergo regular testing, while California will also require all healthcare employees to be fully vaccinated by September 30th, with the option of submitting to weekly virus testing instead. The Biden administration, which does not have the power to enact a national mandate, has wholeheartedly embraced the moves after months of encouragement from the sidelines. Quote, "Our message is quite simple. We support these vaccination requirements to protect our workers, communities, and the countries," White House response coordinator Jeff Zients said on Thursday. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts. As we're seeing over 100,000 positive cases per day, we had actually 168,000 new people test positive on Friday alone, as you can see here on the screen, just in one single day. And we've been averaging over 100,000 people per day with this exponential curve. We're starting to see more and more restrictions. And with this exponential curve just literally going to the moon, you can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, what you think will be happening next. Okay, next on the infrastructure package and then the next stimulus package, which will be happening next. Here we go directly to the Senate floor. We see a kind of a battle of words between Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema, who has largely kind of taken the lead with the infrastructure package for the Democrats, and Republican Senator Bill Hagerty of Tennessee, who is kind of the one person who is standing up and delaying this bill. Check this out directly from the Senate floor.
Warner, number 2617. Wyden, number 2498. Ernst, number 2639. And Grassley, number 2500. And that there be 2 minutes for debate equally divided prior to each vote.
Is there an objection?
Madam President.
The senator from Arizona.
Reserving the right to object. Thank you, Madam President. As my esteemed colleague from Tennessee is aware, and as we all are aware, the Senate operates under unanimous consent, reserving the right and the prerogative to any one senator to object to moving forward when consent is not present. Now, as the senator from Tennessee made clear yesterday in his remarks on the floor, he has declined to provide unanimous consent for a time agreement moving forward in this post-cloture time period. I'm sure it will then come as no surprise to him that there are senators on both sides of the aisle who object to unanimous consent on one or more of the amendments listed in his proposed list today. I'm sure that he offers the same level of respect to those senators denying their unanimous consent as has been offered to him as well. Now, I am proud to report that throughout this bipartisan process, we have produced over the course of a number of months a piece of legislation drafted entirely by the independent and bipartisan members who've worked together over this number of months. We've introduced the legislation, and we've had robust debate, and I'm proud to say, consideration of 22 amendments on this bipartisan bill. It has been an open and welcoming process. As we are currently in the post-cloture debate time, again, as I've mentioned, it requires unanimous consent to both move forward with all of the amendments, or any of the amendments, as well as a time agreement. And as we have seen today, we do not have unanimous consent on either a time agreement or on moving forward on amendments. And therefore, Madam President, I propose that we continue moving forward under regular order. And with that, I object.
Objection is heard.
Madam President,
The senator from Tennessee.
the senator's objection exposes the Democrats' true intention. I've never objected to consider amendments on this bill, not once. Democrats say that they want amendments, but they can't take yes for an answer. Democrats' true intention is to rush this bill through.
So here's kind of the headline here. A lone Republican senator is slowing down the Biden infrastructure bill that he's already opposed to. Republican Senator Bill Hagerty. Seems like there's always at least one person, whether it's a Republican or Democrat, always for these large bills. This happens to be the one we've had in the past. We had Republican Senator, who was that in the past? Republican Senator Ron Johnson wanted the whole bill read. Remember that? And it like delayed the one of the last stimulus packages for like, I don't know, it was like 12 hours or something like that. So here we have Republican Senator Bill Hagerty, he's voting no on the package. He's really just trying to delay it, even though his fellow Republicans are voting yes on it, or at least enough Republicans to pass the bill. So yeah, so that kind of leads us to, they had another vote last night. So a lot of people are questioning why are they having these different votes? So they can go down it's kind of, I don't know how to explain this. They have several different paths that they can go down through to get to the end final vote. Okay, and that's where they're kind of, it's hard to explain. They have several different paths they can go down through. And you heard her say that they can go through a quicker path if they have unanimous consent. So you don't necessarily have to want to vote yes on the bill. You can still want to vote no, but you can have unanimous consent to just move to proceed. And Bill Hagerty here is saying he's not even going to want to move to proceed. He's just going to want to delay the bill as much as possible. So he's not even giving the unanimous consent on the motions to proceed. So he's just trying to delay the bill as much as possible, much like we've seen in the past when they wanted the bill read. So this kind of brought us to where last night they had a vote, and here's kind of the results on that.
This afternoon, we pick up where we left off last night. The Senate has voted to advance the bipartisan infrastructure bill and bring debate on the substitute amendment to an end. I'd repeat that Democrats are ready and willing to vote on additional amendments to the bill before moving to final passage. Once again, that will require the cooperation of our Republican colleagues. I hope they will cooperate so we can move more quickly. Otherwise, we'll proceed by the book and finish the bill.
So yeah, as you can see here, Sunday night at 9:13 p.m., the Senate votes to end debate on the $1 trillion infrastructure bill. So last night at 9 o'clock p.m., they voted again to move forward with the infrastructure package. Here's kind of what happened. The Senate on Sunday night voted to end debate on the roughly $1 trillion infrastructure bill, putting it on a glide path to passing this week. Senators voted 68 to 29. They actually got another vote to end debate on the bill, which requires 60 votes. 18 Republican senators joined with all the Democrats to help advance the legislation. So they definitely have enough votes to pass this bill. It's really just a matter of time. We have this one Republican senator that just wants to delay it. From what it looks like it is going to pass, bar some type of, fiasco at the end. It does look like it is going to pass, again, barring some fiasco, whether it's going to be today or tomorrow or who knows. Again, you can't predict really the exact timing of this, but Every vote so far at this point has passed in the Senate. What is it, like 4 votes at this point? They're going to be doing the final vote here very soon. So again, there's Republican support, Democratic support to pass this package. It's a very, very important package. It's the largest infrastructure package, as far as I think, ever for our country. Republicans have typically always been in favor of infrastructure, as well as Democrats. It's something our country needs. We haven't passed a large infrastructure package for quite a while. It's going to provide probably millions of jobs over the course of the next 8 to 10 years. And then they get to move on to the next infrastructure package as well, or I'm sorry, the next stimulus package, the $3.5 trillion package this week. So from what I understand, the Democrats are going to then start voting on the $3.5 trillion package as well, pretty much right after they finalize part one, the physical infrastructure package. So I will keep you up to date with everything stimulus related, what's going on in our country, what's going on in Washington, D.C. on this channel here every single day. So if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you subscribed? I don't know. It's completely free to do so. Make sure to subscribe. All it means is just that you won't miss out on our videos, or you're less likely to miss out on your videos. It's just so the algorithm will show you our videos so you don't miss out. So click subscribe down below and then click the bell icon to all notifications. And just remember that new videos come out here at, say it with me, 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video is a video about how the Democrats want to do a $4,000 potential stimulus. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.